All she wanted was the loan and to start her business. She wanted to start a coffee business, whatever, which I do understand, because I don't expect politicians to depend on politic jobs. Let's talk, ladies and gentlemen, about the Justice Minister. Please like, share, subscribe, and do the do's. Today she was in Parliament doing what she's supposed to be doing, which is to account to the committee. She gets an opportunity to say her statement, to explain what happened, whether it was a loan, whether it was with the VPS or anything. Now, the parliamentarians, they ask questions, right? We all know how it works. But then when she responds, she says something that I didn't like, which also makes me to always think back and think of everybody that maybe was accused or had an allegation of some sort or of this kind of nature. They always respond the same. There is something that she says that I didn't like, and which I think a lot of politicians make a mistake of.
My understanding, which still is my understanding, was that Gundu is a registered financial service provider. Yes, they might have not, as I get to know later, that they were not accredited with the national credit regulation.
Says to us that the Gundo, I think it's Gundo, Gunda, whatever it is, investment institution, right? She didn't know that they were not registered, okay, with whatever that they were supposed to be registered with to actually become or be a legitimate, investment institution. That is the first problem. That's the information that you should know from the first thing. Beginning of anything you want to do, you check if people are registered according to the law, right? And then the information she gives the parliamentarians and all the South Africans, it's just an information that defends herself, which I do understand. Maybe, sometimes you want to defend yourself or anything, but the information that she gives, it's not that. So you can even tell that the person didn't even care whether this thing is registered with whatever he didn't care whether the aim was to get the money and start the business. And listen, guys, I'm not blaming politicians from wanting to start their own businesses on the side, but make sure that you do things right, and make sure that you don't trust anybody with anything you do if you want to start a business, if you are a politician, because there will be people that you think you can trust, and then they will use that opportunity maybe to do things to their advantage, so that when the time comes and then they deal with you. Because do you think this thing of this scandal thing that came up now, do you think it just came out? There was somebody who spoke. There was somebody that they talked to, and that person told them the truth and told them that there are some problems here. Go and deal with it, because we must also remember that the portfolio she is in, it's very important. Especially if you remember in the past, the videos that we've seen online, Thabo Mbeki saying to us during the apartheid, when they were supposed to be compromises, the ANC decided to give the apartheid people the NP what party, what party, right? To give them, I think one of the things was the military thing. In other words, the security military stuff, okay? That is why the DA, it is actually making sure that in that area, they are very in control. That is why if they don't have their person in that area, they don't like it. That's why they will do everything to get you. Now, the minister, when she responds, and I'm like, this is the same response that we get always when they go through these scandals. They always come and say, I didn't know this, I didn't know that, I didn't know it was registered, I didn't know it was a loan, I didn't invest with this one, it was not with the VPS. You didn't. She was supposed to do. Listen, guys, if you do some politician, if you are a young politician and you're not attached or tainted in any way, make sure that whatever you do in your personal life, you do it according to the law, and you do it yourself, and you make sure that you do follow-ups. When you listen to her, you can tell that, nah, She was not into these things. All she wanted was the loan and to start her business. You know, she wanted to start a coffee business, whatever, which I do understand, because I don't expect politicians to depend on politic jobs, you know, because that thing, it can end anytime. It's just like if you are playing soccer, you can get injured, you know, or you can be, something can happen and then you are gone, and then you are no longer playing. It is just like that in politics. You must have something on the side. That is why a lot of politicians, they are in farms. They prefer to do farms. But she decided to do something like a coffee shop, you know, for herself, which was a good thing, but she was supposed to do things right. Because if you become a public servant, trust me, they will follow you. They will make sure that they nail you if you are in a portfolio that they are interested in. Look at Judge Hlophe. Judge Hlophe, they are going after him like nobody's business. They don't want him anywhere, because they know that if he is everywhere, it's gonna be problems. It's gonna defend, because guys, whether you like it or not, it will always be like that. It will always be this part against this part, and we need to accept that. That is why when Mpofu was arguing in that case of Hlophe, he did say that this is not about the rule of law. This is politics. This is about politics. It's a political move. That's how it is. And if you think there you are sitting and you think that everything will go according to everything that we think it will go according, you must think again. I was very surprised the way she responded, and maybe, just maybe, I wouldn't blame her when she says, I don't have all the information about this and everything. I do understand that, because the only thing she was thinking about was what? Was the money, was the loan, because she wanted to start the business. But I think the politicians, guys, especially when they become mayors, councillors, I think they can do better when it comes to dealing with whatever they want to get involved in business, or any other thing they want to do. They must just make sure that whatever they are doing, it is overboard. Simple as that, you know. And now you can tell there in Parliament it is tense, and she was very nervous, to be honest with you. You could tell that I hope that I'm going to say things that are right, you know, because it's not easy, guys, especially, and then now they are asking her to step down. You know, they are like, if you were to be asked to step down, what would you do? Or we would suggest that you step down or anything like that. That is always going to come, especially in this type of things. And politicians need to know that fact. Whether you like it or not, that's how it is. Anyway, tell me, guys, what do you think and what you saw in whatever that you saw in Parliament, and you can comment and tell me, do you think the way she responded was correct? And also you can tell me your opinions. You know, remember, this is only our opinions. We are not saying whatever we're saying is right. It's just what we see, what we are observing. Okay, please like, share, subscribe, and do the do's. Thank you so much. You have a good day. Sharp Bafet.